it's a bit of a special mountain bike talk for you this week. We're actually going back in time, going back to one of the very first mountain bike talks. So obviously this one's not themed. I didn't have the idea of doing themed mountain bike talks way back in 2015.
It was just a random selection of questions.
Yeah, it was just random questions.
So for the first question, it was, what's your favourite mountain bike video, film, edit, whatever you want to call it, and why? So mine was Danny McCaskill's The Ridge.
Oh, good one, yeah. 2
reasons. I mean, I really like Danny McCaskill as it is.
Yeah,
I think
he always produces
amazing material. Especially considering that he's a trials rider primarily, but he's still better than a lot of people on a mountain bike.
Yeah, he's really good at transferring those skills, those trial skills, onto trail riding.
He just hops along rocks on a full-size Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Like, without any effort. The reason why I love the Ridge so much is mainly because the views in it, all the drone work that they've got in there, and plus some of the stuff he's riding on is terrifying.
Yeah.
Utterly terrifying. And then dragging the bike up it first. I really like long shots with big views where you can see the biker from a distance. So, that's my favourite.
I can't really pick one favourite for mine. I've got a few that sort of floating around in my head. Any Brandon Semenuk film I always think is amazing.
Yeah.
Unreal, Rad Company, any Brandon Semenuk film, it's just his style on the bike is amazing. He makes all sorts of riding look easy. Throwing a downhill bike around, doing flips and tricks on a downhill bike, and he just makes it look so light.
Yeah, and then you see him on the slope style.
It's so cool.
Very impressive.
But I also like, and this is a video, it's not necessarily any Red Bull content or Monster Energy or anything, it's not a huge piece of content, is a video called The Trail to Carlsberg. And it's actually sort of an adventure story. This is the one where they go to the border crossing and it's guarded by armed police.
That's right,
and they get brought inside and they're told they're not allowed to cross.
Yeah.
And so it's got a bit of an element of a story to it, a bit of element of danger, but at the same time the riding looks so sick. Yeah. So yeah, I really like that one. We'll link to all these, so you get to see our favourites as well.
Yeah. Okay, so because this was so early, we had one reply from Chris Warwick, who said that his favourite is the Kootenays, Proven Here.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, but Proven Here is an online series by Yeti. So they're all on YouTube. You go on the Yeti channel, we'll link to that. And you can watch them all, and it's a series all about riders who are riding on different trails. A specialised dude one. It's kind of similar to their Trail Hunter series. So often a lot of big bike brands have a YouTube channel with some videos on it, and those videos, very similar, short little episodes, riders riding that brand bike on different trails around the world. So the Proven Here series is well worth a watch if you haven't checked it out yet. This was actually a question I asked about a year and a half ago, and it's still a controversial-ish topic nowadays.
I think it still is controversial. People haven't made their minds up.
And it's all about e-bikes, and the question I asked was, should e-bikes be banned from trails or should they be allowed?
My opinion on this is that they should not be banned. I think they're great for people who either struggle, they may be slightly disabled, or they might have problems with, they might be recovering from an illness or something.
Yeah, or just appear like a fitness.
Or just, like a fitness, or they're relatively old. So I think it's great for that. I think on general trails for anybody riding, there's not a problem. I think the point where I sort of change my mind on that is competition. Yeah. Obviously, they shouldn't be allowed to be put into a competition.
Unless, of course, it's a competition where everybody's using the same bike, like e-bikes, not necessarily the same
which I have seen recently.
Yeah.
There are e-bike specific competitions.
Yeah. Pedal assist bikes, I think you're absolutely right. The more people you can get into the sport, brilliant. I think that's a great thing.
We've got a couple of responses on this one. Paul Pieri says that he was a skeptic until he met a guy who was riding one, who was recovering from an illness, like we said earlier, and he was just loving riding with his son. So if he didn't have that e-bike, maybe he couldn't have been riding and his kid wouldn't have got out and got into the sport. And so straight away there's a positive story for it, really.
Yeah, Chris Warwick, he's not a fan of the e-bike, he's itself, I think, rather than necessarily people riding them. I think, and I kind of hold the same opinion as him. E-bikes, to me, are not necessarily pretty bikes.
They're not
they
pretty,
seem
no.
bulky,
They look,
and they don't look.
Do you remember that?
Brilliant.
I can't remember that video. Who was it by?
Oh, the two
Because we didn't even know they were e-bikes.
Right, yeah, that's true.
And
That's
it just
true.
shows how much they've advanced from having that big obvious battery pack on them to they're much more subtle now. The final question from
Back in 2016
was, what is the strangest thing you've ever seen whilst out riding? And I must confess, I haven't seen a lot of strange things.
No.
The strangest one I've seen was a guy. He had a bit of fall. I think we mentioned this before. He was on a drop. He wasn't wearing a helmet for a start, but he did badly sort of graze up his right arm. And he wiped it off with a tissue and well, it was more like a wet wipe.
Yeah, I gave him an antiseptic wipe.
That's it, yeah. And he just chucked it on the floor. And I don't know whether that's strange or not, but it was sort of a...
It was a strange thing to do.
Yeah, just sort of, why would you just throw that on the floor?
The strangest thing that I've seen is designated mountain bike trails at trail centres being walked on.
Yeah,
that's just
people
so
going
strange.
the wrong way.
Yeah.
Up the trail.
Yeah,
which is just dangerous. It is strange. How people don't... Chris Sheldon says he enjoyed witnessing some... No, he didn't say that. He said he's seen some doggers while he's been about on the trail. And you know, it doesn't surprise me. I could imagine people going up to Dolby Forest for dogging.
I don't like to imagine.
No, well, no. But there's a lot of sheltered places there if you ride late because it's cheap after 4.
You put a bit of thought into this. Paul Pieri said that the strangest thing he encountered was actually in the Lake District. It was someone riding by on a shopping bike dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. In the middle of the trail. I suppose that's like a fully rigid bike with a shopping basket on the front.
Basket on the front.
A couple of baguettes.
Yeah.
Bottle of rum.
Yeah.
That's it for this special episode of Mountain Bike Talk. Don't forget to join us on Sundays at 8 PM. Use the hashtag MTBTalk on there, and that means we can find your discussion, we can feature it in a video like this.
And please, as always, do the usual. Please give us a like, please comment below, and please subscribe. I want to know what your strangest thing. Anything that's more strange than doggers, maybe we'll get a mention or a prize if it's really strange.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Do you think you'd ever own an e-bike? When
in 20 years'
time.
time.
Grey.
Yeah, we're an old and grey, yeah, definitely.
We might want an e-bike each.
Yeah.